back and refresh.
Something like that,
Yeah.
right? So, please pay attention to all the script and all the details. So, it will, I hope it will become enjoyable as we go through this experience. So, thank you very much.
It's not, it takes another 10 seconds.
It should be some delay. That's the best we can do. Yeah, that's the best we can do. Alright.
It's a delay.
ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परम् तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेद निहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन् सोऽश्नुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चिते तस्माद्वाये तस्मादात्मन आकाशः सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायुः वायोरग्निः अग्नेयापः पृथिव्या ओषधयः अन्नात् पुरुषः सवायेष पुरुषो नरसमयः तस्येदमेव शिरः अयं दक्षिणः पक्षः अयमुत्तरः पक्षः अयमात्मा इदं पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति
Cameras. Good.
6 o'clock.
Namaskar. In the world of Carnatic music, the name Dikshitar instantly rings in our minds. An illustrious saint composer, Muthuswami Dikshitar, the hero of today's event. We are just about to embark on a beautiful journey today, a journey in which we'll explore and experience together in our quest for answers to several questions. Who he was, what were his roots? What were his accomplishments? Why does the music world adore him? Was he a genius? Was he a Vedantin? Was he a linguistic scholar? An astrologer? And many such more questions. With Sangeeta Pitamaha Purandara Dasa, circa 1470 to circa 1564, sowing the seeds for the establishment and growth of Carnatic classical music, the 17th and 18th centuries saw a surge. The Carnatic music trinity, Sri Shyama Sastri, 1762 to 1827, Saint Tyagaraja, 1767 to 1847, and the youngest, Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar, 1775 to 1835, came into existence. Around the same period, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, 1756 to 1791, and Ludwig van Beethoven, 1770 to 1827, were already contributing greatly to Western classical music. Indeed, the 15th through 18th centuries saw a global music renaissance period as well. Our journey in the quest for Sri Dikshitar thus begins.
composition by Sri Dikshitar in the raga Hamsadvani. This ragam was invented by his father, Sri Ramaswami Dikshitar. In this kriti on Swami Ganesha of Badami, formerly Vatapi, he describes Ganesha's iconography in detail, from the curved trunk to the present moon, adorning his forehead. As he sang of Ganesha being worshipped by sage Agastya and Lord Vishnu, Dikshitar felt a deep connection to the ancient traditions. Dikshitar incorporated elements of yogic philosophy, mentioning the Muladhara chakra and the 4 types of speech or vak. He adds intricate yet melodic musical phrases that would challenge and delight future performers. Becoming a staple at the beginning of Carnatic music concerts and a favorite among students and masters alike, the Vatapi Ganapathi Vajeham was born. Destined to inspire a generation of musicians and devotees, little did Dikshitar realize that his creation would transcend time and enthrall generations to come. Let's listen to Vatapi Ganapathi. शीलहेरम्बं कराम्बुजपाशरीजापूरं कलुषविदूरं भूताकारम् अनादिगुरुकुलदोषितबिम्बं हंसध्वनिभूषितहेरम्बं वातापीकरणपतिं परेहं वारणास्यं वरदं शिवाकापीकरणपतिं परेहम्.
That was such a wonderful rendition, wasn't it? Come on, you have to give a huge round of applause. And if you were there at yesterday's concert, Amrita Venkatesh started with this song. So it's an inspiration for many of us, all of us here. So the singers were, I'm just going to introduce them. They're already there. You know most of them. Lavanya Chandramouli, Vishwanath Shankar, they both led the whole group. Girish Balakrishnan, Isha Gajendran, Sahana Iyer, Surabhi Iyer, Tarak Ramamurthy, Kirtish Shivakumaran, R. Vishwanath, Dikshitar Vijayaraghavan, and Manasa Vijayaraghavan. One more time, please. Now let's get back to our story, shall we? Who was Muthuswami Dikshitar and what were his roots? Muthuswami Dikshitar's father, Ramaswami Dikshitar, hails from a sacred place known as Kanchipuram on the banks of the Pala river in the very northern part of Tamil Nadu state. Kanchipuram is located between today's Vellore and Bengaluru. It is home to the prestigious temple of Margabandishwara and his consort Maragadambar. Ramaswami Dikshitar belonged to a Vadama Brahmin family of the Kashi Gotra. He was a very talented musician who started learning music theory under Melatur Veerabhadraya and later under Venkata Vaidyanatha Dikshitar, a grandson of Venkata Makeen. It is important to mention here that Venkata Makeen's Chaturdandik Prakashika was a landmark in the annals of Carnatic music. It introduced a structured raga scheme defining the 72 Melakarta across 12 different chakras. Carnatic music world actively uses this Melakarta raga chakra even to this day.
Tiruvarur, everything about it is simply magnificent. We need a separate program to cover its glorious details. Ramaswami Dikshitar created a structural format or sampradaya at the Tiruvarur Tyagarajaswamy temple. To this day, the tradition in the Tiruvarur temple follows the Sangita Sampradaya order and details laid down by Ramaswamy Dikshitar. Despite being a talented musician, Ramaswamy Dikshitar and his wife Subama did not have a progeny. They toured various holy places and performed austerities at various temples. Impressed with their piety and devotion, Lord Vaidyanatha, Goddess Balambika, and Lord Kumara of Vaidiswaran Kovil blessed them. It is said that Goddess Balambika appeared in the dream of Subama and gifted a white pearl necklace with a blessing, a virtuous and talented male child shall be born. Soon after their return to Tiruvarur, a male child was born. Since the child was born due to the divine grace of Balambika and Muthuswami, he was named Muthuswami. Later, two sons, Chinnaswami and Balaswami, and between them a girl, Balamba, were also born. From a very young age, Muthuswami showed keen interest in languages, poetry, and music. He started composing Sanskrit poems. He also started learning to play the veena. Let's see him in action.
Namaha Harihi Om
was the center of Zamindar Muthuswami, who was a rich businessman. What we see is today's Manali house on the screen. During a tour of this property in Thiruvarur region, he was awestruck by the contribution of Ramaswamy Dikshitar. He offered to bring their family to Manali and support them. During their life in Manali, Ramaswamy Dikshitar composed the very famous 108 Raga Tala Malika. Muthuswami died, and his son Venkatakrishna took most care of Dikshitar family. As a return of profound gratitude, Ramaswamy Dikshitar adopted Venkatakrishna as a signature in all his composition.
Dikshitar. excellent work on the 108 Ragatala Malika. It is indeed impressive to see Muthuswami involved with the arts.
It was during this time that Muthuswami and his brother Baluswami were exposed to the Western classical form of music. Observing and learning from it, young Dikshitar composed Sanskrit poems, including the version of God Save the King, Santatam Pahima. At Manali, a yogin named Chidambaranatha visited Dikshitar family. Upon discussion with the family, Chidambaranatha Yogi offered to take Muthuswami with him on a pilgrimage.
Welcome to our home, O Yogin. We are truly honored and blessed.
I am going to make a request to you. Will you grant it?
Respected one, you are a sannyasin and our guru. You can command.
I think this young man has a great future. I would like to take him with me as my Shishya on a pilgrimage to Varanasi. He will have great exposure to Vedas, Vedanta Shastras, Yoga and music.
Muthuswami Dikshitar visited several shrines and tirthas on his way to Kashi. The yogi initiated him in the Sri Vidya Upasana, gave him Upadesha of the Shodashakshari mantra and trained him in the tantric mode of worship. He also taught the young lad yoga and Vedanta. Muthuswami spent his time in Kashi serving his guru, reciting the Vedas, singing and playing on the veena, practicing Sri Vidya and meditating. He spent nearly 5 years in Varanasi and Nepal under the guidance of Chidambaranatha Yogi.
अस्य श्रे छन्दे कवचस्य ब्रह्मा ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः चामुण्डा देवता अङ्गन्यासोक्तमातरो बीजम् दिग्बन्धदेवतास्तत्त्वम्.
During his 5 years, he often visited the shrines of Kashi Vishwanatha and Lakshmi. He had the precious opportunity to study with great scholars and became acquainted with traditions of Hindustani music. The exposure enabled him to creatively adapt brilliant portions of the Hindustani ragas in the Drupad style, often combining the melodic richness of Carnatic music with intricate rhythmic patterns in his compositions. Most notably, inspired by the Drupad style, he is said to have composed Pashupatishwaram on Lord Pashupatinath in Kathmandu. This is a masterpiece in the raga Shiva Pantuvarali or Supa Pantuvarali, exploring the grandeur of all the musical elements, including the philosophical and devotional themes. He has beautifully adapted the Vilambakala and Gamaka Priyogams from the Drupad style.
Pashupatishwaram Pashupatishwaram Pranavami Satatam Pashupati.
Almost at the end of 5 years, Yogi asks Dikshitar about returning to see his family. He tells Dikshitar to go down about 4 or 5 steps in the river Ganga. Lo and behold, he gets a Gita in the river with the words Ram inscribed. Yogi blesses him. Dikshitar gets his blessings and leaves for the south.
Upon return from Varanasi, Muthuswami Dikshitar visited Tirutani. This was indeed a turning point in his life. Lord Muruga, who blessed him with his birth, once again blessed him with the virtues that made him manifest into a prolific composer and a singer too.
Guruguha Swamini Bhaktim Karomi Nirupamam Svemahimni Paradami.
My dear Bhakta, open your mouth. Srikalahasti Guruguha Jeti Jeti Srikalahasti Guruguha
as you have all just witnessed, known as the Guruguha kritis. These compositions are significant as they mark the beginning of Dikshitar's career as a composer, Vainika Gayaka, and demonstrate his mastery of Sanskrit grammar using 8 vibhaktis. The kritis are primarily in praise of Lord Subramanya, whom Dikshitar hailed as his guru, adopting Guruguha as his mudra or signature in his compositions.
The kritis are also notable for their high-level Vedantic thoughts and their focus on glorifying the Guru, with fewer direct references to Lord Subramanya's physical form. These compositions are in apurva or rare ragas. Of them, Bhanumati is not only rare but also one in the Vivadi Mela. In this, he skillfully shows how to avoid Vivadi doshas or unharmonious phrases. At the age of 25, Dikshitar attained mastery and high level of maturity in Vedanta and the art of music.
I need to get back to Tiruvarur. I cannot make Lord Tyageshwara wait any longer.
Kalahasti, Andhra Pradesh. The Kalahastishwara temple is one of the Panchabhuta Sthalams representing element of Vayu, air, and is a significant pilgrimage site in South India. Dikshitar composed Sri Kalahastisha in Raga Husaini is on Shiva as Vayulinga. A lamp that keeps flickering in rather airless sanctum shows the manifestation of Shiva as the air here. The song says, Shiva is like the god of wind to his devotees. The Pallavi states that he is the life breath of the gods and manifests as the 5 elements, for all 5 have shrines for themselves here. The shrine is referred to as Dakshina Kailasa, the southern equivalent to Kailasa. The Charanam says, the Lord here is the consort of the Jnanaprasu Nambika. The last line speaks of Kannappa Nayanar as the lowly huntsman who worshipped the Lord here and made the shrine famous. The Raga Mudra is in the line Pranamaya Koshanila Bhumi Salila Agni Prakasha. In the Dikshitar system, this raga was called Ushani. Kanchipuram, the city of 1,000 temples, one of the Panchabhuta Sthalams representing Prithvi, land, a place where divine energy flows in every corner. For Dikshitar, this sacred land is not just a city, it is the very abode of the goddess Kamakshi. It is here in the temple dedicated to her that he would experience a vision so powerful, it would inspire one of the most revered compositions. Muthuswami Dikshitar walks along the temple corridors, deep in thought.
Oh, Amba Kamakshi, you are the one with the eyes of the lotus, tender and unyielding. Your gaze is a lotus blossoming, full of grace and compassion. Your eyes are the embodiment of power. It's soft like the petals of a lotus. Kanjidalaya Dakshi, the goddess with the lotus eyes.
is a delight to watch, isn't it? And Dikshitar's delightful lyrics describing the beauty of Goddess Kamakshi were brought to life here on stage by students of Ardhanareeswara School of Arts and Guru Sujata Sharad. The dancers were Rishika Ari, Haripriya Chetty, Sandhya Ganesh, Shriya Gilela, Shruti Kamath, and Sahana Satish. Big round of applause. This song is a perfect unison of the elements of both the historical and spiritual journey that could have inspired Dikshitar's composition. The song Kanchipuram Lakshmi Kamakshi itself is revered for its lyrical beauty, the depth of its devotion, and the masterful use of raga and rhythm, making it a fitting tribute to the goddess Kamakshi. It would go on to become one of Dikshitar's most beloved kritis, a timeless invocation to the goddess of Kanchipuram. Through his divine power of music, Dikshitar not only praised the goddess's beauty, but also captured the essence of her divine presence. While in Kanchi, he composed the Panchabhuta Kshetra Kriti Chittaya Makanda Umakandam set to Bhairavi. The Ekamreshwara shrine in Kanchipuram represents one of the 5 elements, earth. He also composed popular kritis Neerajakshi Kamakshi in Indolam, Varadarajam Upasmahe in Saranga.
Continuing his journey to Tiruvannamalai, Dikshitar had the darshan of Lord Shiva in the form of Arunachaleshwara and his consort Unnamolai Amman, Parvati, also known as Apikta Kuchamba. This is one of the Panchabhuta Kritis in praise of Agni, one of the 5 elements. There he composed Arunachalanatham in Saranga. Dikshitar states this in the opening line of Anupallavi as Smarana Kaivalya Prada, meaning anyone who thinks of Arunachaleshwara attains salvation. This kriti is a perfect example of the high level of Vedantic thinking.
Continuing his journey to Chidambaram, another Panchabhuta Kshetram representing cosmos, Dikshitar had the darshan of Lord Shiva in the form of Nataraja and his consort Parvati as Sivakameswari. There he composed several songs on Nataraja, Sivakameswari, and on Lord Govindaraja, whose shrine is also next to Nataraja's. Sivakameswari in Kalyani, Govindarajam Vajeham in Mukhari are very popular. In fact, Ananda Natana Prakasam, set to Kedaram, is a masterpiece on Nataraja's cosmic dance, and Dikshitar brilliantly brings out the Sollukattu suitable for dance. Now let's watch this dance unfold here on stage right now. That was such an enthralling piece and an enthralling performance. So, and it was S to the power of 4, actually. The performers were Sneha Gopinath, Shakti Muthukrishnan, Sai Shravani Nimishakavi, and Shreya Sharad. So it deserves 4 times the applause now. Come on. Next, Dikshitar visits Rishi Vandyam to seek the darshan of Lord Ardhanareeswara, half man, half woman. This concept is central to the Ardhanareeswara form, which is a symbol of the balance and integration of opposites in the universe. In this form, Lord Shiva and Shakti share equal halves to emphasize the unity of divine forces and gender complementarity, an essential theme in the Shaiva tradition. He composed Ardhanareeswaram, set to the Raga Kumudakriya. Here, Dikshitar displays his genius, you have to note that, in the choice of the raga. Kumuda, a flower, has both the male and female organs within it. How beautiful this is. Always worship Ardhanareeswara, who is also worshipped by great sages like Atri, Bhrigu, Vasishta, and other groups of saints. His left half, Parvati, is beautifully decked and shines in red color. He is loved by Ardhanareeswari, and he is the remover of all fears. He is adorned with serpents, other gems, and ascends his stead, Nandi. He is worshipped by Guruguha, Indra, and others, and is praised in Agama Shastras, and he is enchanted by unending Vedic chanting. This raga falls in the Adbhuta Rasa, or wonderment and awe, category of the Navarasas, or 9 emotions. Now here's bringing an enjoyable treat, Ardhanareeswaram.
Prabhavam कुमुद क्रियादागरूपं श्री गुरुगुहा पूरितं कुमुद क्रियादागरूपं आगमादिसंयुतं अनंत वेद घोषितं आगमादिसंयुतं अनंत वेद घोषितं अमरेशादिसेवितं आरक्तवर्ण शोभितं आगमादिसंयुतं अनंत वेद घोषितं आगमादिसंयुतं अनंत वेद घोषितं अमरेशादिसेवितं आरक्तवर्ण शोभितं आराधयामि सततं अत्रिमृदुवसिष्ठादिमुनिवृन्दवन्दितं श्रीयर्धनारीश्वरम् Ardhanareeswara Ardhanayami Satatam
The dance that combined grace and power all in one was presented by Acharya Lavanya Raghuram, Alpana Arts, USA. Let's give her one more big round of applause. Thank you. Known for his unparalleled devotion and mastery over music, Dikshitar visited sacred Shiva temple at Kiravelur, located near Tiruvarur. The ruling deity of this temple is Kedariyapar or Akshayalingeshwarar. The legend has it that when the Devas and Asuras churned the Milky Ocean, it is believed that a drop of nectar fell on the ground at two places, one in North India and the other one at this place. The place where it fell in North India is known as North Badrikaranyam, present Badrinath in Uttarakhand state. And this place is known as South Badrikaranyam. Badari refers to Elanthai tree, and once this region was a forest densely covered with the Badari trees. The Sthala Viruksham of this temple is also Badari tree. Little did he know that this visit would become an eternal tale of divine grace.
O Lord Shiva, the eternal Akshayalinga, grant me the fortune of beholding your divine form today.
Revered Dikshitar, you grace our village with your presence. Are you visiting the Akshayalinga temple?
Yes, my heart yearns to offer my prayers to the self-manifested Lord of Kiravel.
It is said, the deity blesses his devotees with eternal prosperities. May you experience his grace, O Great One.
The temple is closed. What a strange turn of events. O Lord Shiva, have I come at an inopportune moment?
Forgive me, noble sir. The doors were closed earlier due to unforeseen circumstances. I shall open them shortly.
No, do not trouble yourself. Let me offer my prayers in the language you understand best, O Lord, through music.
Look, the doors are opening on their own.
It's a miracle. The Lord Himself responds to Dikshitar's divine music.
Truly, the Lord has revealed His presence. Your music is a bridge to the divine. Oh, Dikshitar.
O Akshayalinga, you have shown me today that music and devotion can open even the heaviest of doors, both physical and spiritual.
And so, the temple of Kiravelur bore witness to the power of devotion and the eternal connection between music and the divine. To this day, the kriti Akshaya Lingam Board remains a testimony to Muthuswami Dikshitar's unwavering faith and grace of Lord Shiva.
In the town of Tiruvarur, Thambiyappan, a devoted disciple of Muthuswami Dikshitar, was battling a severe stomach ailment. Despite numerous remedies, his condition showed no improvement.
I have tried every medicine, every ritual, yet this pain does not leave me. Is there no end to this suffering?
My son, your horoscope reveals the cause. The position of Guruguha, Jupiter, is unfavorable. Unless he is appeased, relief may be difficult.
My dear Thambiyappan, do not lose hope. Music has the power to heal both the body and the soul. Let us seek divine intervention through Nada Yoga. The astrologer was right. Guru's position is indeed troubling. But Lord Brihaspati, the deity of Jupiter, is compassionate. We shall invoke His grace through music.
And thus, Muthuswami Dikshitar composed the first Navagraha Kriti, Brihaspate Tarapate, in the Raga Atana set to Triputa Thala, blending intricate musical patterns with devotional fervor.
My dear son,
be every day with faith and devotion. Chant it for a week, and you shall witness the healing power of Lord Brihaspati.
Guruji, I am blessed to have your guidance. I shall follow your words with unwavering devotion.
A week passed, and as Thambiyappan faithfully sang Brihaspate Tarapate, his ailment vanished. The healing power of music, combined with the grace of the divine, brought him back to health.
Oh, revered Guru, your music has not only cured my illness, but also strengthened my faith. I am forever indebted to you.
Music is a divine gift, my son. May it continue to heal and inspire all who seek solace in its embrace.
This event inspired Muthuswami Dikshitar to compose the complete set of Navagraha Kritis, each dedicated to the planetary deities. His genius is manifested in these Kritis being composed in the 7 basic talas or Suladi Sapta talas. These compositions not only serve as musical masterpieces but also as tools for spiritual and physical healing.
Dikshitar spent considerable time in Tiruvarur. He composed numerous kritis on Lord Tyagaraja and goddess Kamalamba. His compositions on Kamalamba set to 9 different ragas known as the Kamalamba Navavarna Kritis, are rich in linguistic mastery, Vedanta, and a musical treat. They are another set of Vibhakti Kritis. Similarly, he composed another set of Vibhakti Kritis on goddess Nilotmalamba, also inside the Tyagaraja Swami temple. All these 8 kritis are set to ragas whose name end in Gauda. The beauty of these is that all the Gauda ragas do not belong to the same chakra. Some of them are Apurva ragas. The kritis themselves are in stotra form and have no semblance to tantric ritualism. Inside the Tiruvarur temple, there are 16 manifestations of Ganapathi. He has composed a kriti on each of them. The essence of all these 16 compositions defines the Ganapatayam Shastra relating to the worship of Ganapathi, practice of which Dikshitar was a master. In short, it can be said that Dikshitar kritis on the deities at Tiruvarur forms the largest block of compositions he wrote at any place and qualitatively are the best of his lifetime.
Visiting nearby divine kshetrams, he composed several kritis on various deities. All his compositions were filled with devotion, brilliance of raga tala finesse constructs, and brimming with Vedantic thoughts. At Vaidiswaran Kovil, he composed Bhajare Re Re Chitta Balambikam in the Raga Kalyani. Goddess Balambika was indeed the cause of his birth. He also composed Vaidyanathan in Raga Atana. At Mayiladurai, he had the darshan of Mayuranatha and Abhayambika. Here he composed Vibhakti Kritis which are similar to the Guruguha Kritis. These were composed to effulge his Vedantic and Sanskrit mastery. These are popularly known as Abhayamba Navavarna Kritis. The 9th one, Sri Abhayamba Ninnu, is composed in 3 languages, Sanskrit, Telugu and Tamil. It is called Mani Pravalam. Dr. Ramnath actually alluded to this before. There are similar Mani Pravalam compositions such as Venkatachalapate Ninnu Nammiti in Raga Kapi. Visiting places like Swamimalai, Mannargudi, Nagapattinam, Tiruchirappalli, Srirangam, he composed several beautiful kritis on all these deities. He composed Jambupate set to Raga Yamuna Kalyani. He also composed Akhilandeshwari in the Ragam Dvajavanti. This shrine is one of the Panchabhuta Kshetras representing the natural element, water.
On Mahashivaratri day of 1819, Ramaswamy Dikshitar died. In that same year, Subama also died. This left a void in the family. At the request of distinguished people from Madurai, Chinnaswamy and Baluswamy left for Madurai. Feeling lonely at Tiruvarur, Dikshitar was leading a simple life and dedicating his days to composing divine music and teaching his disciples. Among them was a prominent dancer, Kamala, who revered him deeply. This heartwarming episode of Dikshitar and his disciple Kamalam illustrates the composer's unshakable faith in the divine and the miraculous power of his music.
Gurudeva, the provisions in the house are running low. How shall we manage the coming days?
My dear child, do not worry. The Divine Mother Mahalakshmi will provide. Have faith in her boundless grace.
If Gurudeva will not act, then I must. These jewels have adorned me for years. But what use are they if my Guru goes hungry? I will sell them and buy provisions.
My dear Kamalam, do not take such a step. Your devotion is priceless. But Mahalakshmi does not require a sacrifice. Trust in the divine and she will come to our aid.
With unshakable faith, Dikshitar began to compose and sing a kriti invoking the grace of goddess Lakshmi, the bringer of abundance. It is none other than kriti Hiranmayim Lakshmi.
Hiranmayim Lakshmi Sada Bhajami Hiranmayim Revered Dikshitar, the official from Thanjavur cancelled this visit, and these provisions collected for his stay are left unused. We decided there was no one more deserving in Tiruvarur than you.
This is Lord Tyagaraja's way of honoring your devotion and service to music.
Gurudeva, your faith is unshakable and your music holds the power to move the heavens. Forgive my doubts and my hasty actions.
My child, it is not I, but the Divine Mother who provides for all. Music is her language and faith is her medium. Remember, in the face of adversity, surrender to her grace.
And thus, the kriti Hiranmayi Lakshmi became a testament to Muthuswami Dikshitar's unwavering faith in the divine. It is sung to this day, reminding us of the boundless grace of Goddess Lakshmi and the transformative power of devotion. The lovely dance was presented by Spatika Balaji, Sri Hiranmayi Balaji, and Guru Lavanya Raghuram of Alpana Arts. How apt! Can we just give them a big round of applause, please? Thank you. Dikshitar visited Tanjavur and composed great kritis while having darshan of deities around the place. Many of them was on Lord Brihadishwara and Goddess Brihannayaki. His stay in Tanjavur was a treat to the unison of the performing arts, music and dance. The dance masters brothers Ponnaya, Chinnaya, Shivanandam and Vedivelu met Dikshitar and accepted him as their guru. The Kuruvanji dance drama by the Ponnaya brothers is a standing example of Dikshitar's kritis and historic connections made with the past Chola monarch with the contemporary ruler. Dikshitar composed a corpus of 72 Melakarta songs using Venkatamaki's Kattapayadi scheme.
Being a Sri Vidya Upasaka himself, Dikshitar composed masterpieces like Sri Rajagopala in Vachaspati, Sri Kamakshi in Behar, and so on. Thematic elements in Dikshitar's works on Sri Vidya elaborately covers his mastery over mantras and swara structure, philosophical depth, raga, and devotion. These compositions on Sri Vidya Upasana reflect Dikshitar's profound understanding of the esoteric aspects of worship, integrating his deep devotion and philosophical knowledge into the music. These works are meant to invoke a deep sense of spiritual connection to the divine, while simultaneously maintaining a focus on the sacred principles of Sri Vidya Upasana.
After spending almost 5 years in Tanjavur, Dikshitar returned to Tiruvallur. Hearing about his return, several musicians and scholars visited Dikshitar, and there was a surge in his activity. However, he was anxious about his brothers. Upon the news of Chinnaswami's death, he decided to go to Madurai. He composed several popular kritis at the Halasya Kshetram, Madurai. Notable compositions are Ekadantam Bajeham in Raga Bilahari, Mamava Meenakshi in Varali, and at least dozen more on Goddess Meenakshi. Adding to it, he composed almost an equal number of kritis on Lord Somasundareswara. Although all these kritis stood out revealing Dikshitar's mastery in language, Vedanta, historical references, devotion, philosophical depth, and Raga Bhavam, the jewel on the crown among all these kritis was Meenakshi Me Mudam Dehi in Raga Gamaka Kriya, which is a very melodic, extremely popular kriti.
That was such a beautiful performance and so graceful. So let's give her a big round of applause. In this beautiful kriti, Dikshitar brings out the folklore associated with this temple. Unlike in any of his compositions, Dikshitar uses the term Raja Matangi to describe the goddess at Madurai. He clearly states that she is the embodiment of ultimate truth and that by worshipping her, one can be liberated from all the worldly attachments. He directly addresses the goddess, O goddess Meenakshi, give me bliss. The lyrical beauty combined with the Rettakala Aditalam creates goosebumps and leaves the Rasika with tears rolling down the cheeks. I did see some of them there, while saluting this great soul. Goddess Raja Matangi is the yogic counterpart of Goddess Saraswati. What a genius! As he was informed that Muthuswami left for Rameshwaram, Dikshitar decided to go there in search of him. At Rameshwaram, he composed the kriti Sri Ramam Ravi Kalabdi Somam in the rare raga Narayana and is easily the best kriti in that melody. Among the thousands of songs in praise of Rama, this kriti takes a special stage because it narrates the entire story of Rama, including his children Kusha and Lava. Dikshitar sings the praises of Rama, that he provides solace to people like a banyan tree. In Anupallavi, he describes him as the best warrior, a kind person, and none other than Narayana, who enjoys listening to Ramayana chanting by Narada and other sages. He elaborates more in Charanam as the son of Dasharatha, the elder brother of Lakshmana, terror to the demons, the one who held the hand of Lakshmi, Sita, father of the twins Kusha and Lava, lotus-petal-eyed, who sleeps only on the mat made of darbar trees, who holds a strong bow, Kodandam, who is engaged in good talk, makes Guruguha happy, slayer of the 10-faced Ravana, who shines bright like a gem, a very generous and who is the ocean of kindness. Dikshitar handed this beautiful kriti that narrates the entire story of Rama set to a very melodious tune for all of us to enjoy. He further composed another popular kriti, Ramanatham Bhajeham in Ramakriya.
When those two lovely people are doing a fantastic job, why am I here? Right? So that's a big question. In our cohort journey, I mean our quest for Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar, we are going to have this last scene now in our skit, and we are about to witness very important miracles in this. So, I would like to quickly reminisce on today's skit and about what we have accomplished. See, Muthuswami Dikshitar accomplished whatever he had done, all these treatises of 500 kritis and all the wonderful things he has done over a period of 60 years, 250 years ago, right? So we are trying to get a glimpse of all that in about 60 minutes. So that is gross injustice, I feel. So we need more time, but unfortunately we cannot, right? So we're just having a glimpse of things. With the appreciation and applause of all Dikshitar's musicality, etc., a lot of reviews and materials are possible. On the one side, we have made a very sincere attempt in understanding and collecting all the information, putting them together in a way we understand it best and present it. That's what we have done. So why am I saying that now? You will understand after you go through this last scene why I am talking now instead of at the end. Okay. So, to our best knowledge, we have had resources, very limited resources, I should say. And sincere thanks to Professor Krishnamurthy for being the guide right from the beginning. He had pointed us to the right kind of materials to look into, and that's what we have used. There are only two books, a PDF version of two books that we reference. And then, of course, for all the kritis, the internet is it's kind of glorified presence of kritis all over the place. So we referenced these books and we attempted to showcase all the things. And he had traveled very, very widely, as we know, right? So, yeah, as you see, they are the places of Dikshitar's travels, and he had traveled widely. What do we learn from this? He went around the places. His exposure to all these places and experiences brought out several facets of each place he had visited. Many of these things we don't even understand or we don't even know. We might have gone there. Oh, now when we look back and read these things, we understand. Oh, is this what is this? So it makes you wonder so many things that were noticed but got unnoticed, right? But we also have samples of how brilliantly he has adapted Western classical and Hindustani classical into Carnatic classical and enhanced the beauty of Carnatic classical music, right? That's what he has done. That's another point we learn from all these countries. This should not deter us from the fact that he has an emotive side of things, right? So every kriti is full of emotions. You're going to see one towards the end of this now. And that's who else but a genius can do all these things, right? So we are very proud and we are very blessed to even take a look at his works and present it to you. So it is a very big blessing for us, for the Pallavi team. And we continue to turn the pages from his life and find there are many, many, many more things to learn. Please enjoy the last scene. Thank you.
At Rameswaram, Dikshitar heard about the visit of a musician from Choradesam and that the Raja of Ettayapuram had invited him to court. Although Ettayapuram was a zamindari in Tirunelveli district, it is important in the history of South Indian music. It is famous for its patronage of musicians, dancers, poets and composers. On the way to Ettayapuram, Dikshitar halted at Sattur. At the place where he stayed, he met a few archakas or priests who were talking about a wedding function of Balaswami Dikshitar in Ettayapuram. He also noticed that the countryside around was totally parched due to lack of rain and asked them why it was being so. It was midsummer and the heat was intense. Amid a severe drought, the people of this small village were struggling to survive. Streams had dried up, crops had withered, and hope was scarce. Let's witness the rest.
Oh, Reverend Dikshitar, our village is dying. We have prayed, performed rituals, and sought remedies, but the skies refuse to open.
Can your music, known to invoke divine grace, bring us rain?
Music? Rain? What nonsense! If the gods truly existed, why would they let us suffer like this?
My child, music is a gift from the divine, a bridge to universal consciousness. Let us offer our prayers through Nada Brahma and see if the divine showers us with grace.
With unwavering faith and a serene heart, Dikshitar began to compose and sing a kriti in the raga Amrita Varshini, which is believed to invoke rain. Kashi As he repeats the phrase, Varshaya, 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 the sky darkens and distant thunder is heard.
Look, the crowds are gathering. Could it be? Is this the power of this music? I was wrong to doubt. This is no mere coincidence. This is divine grace through Dikshitar's music.
Oh, great master, you have saved us. Your music has brought not just rain, but also hope and faith to our lives.
Even the skeptics among us now believe in the divine.
My dear children, it is not I, but the divine will that has blessed this land. Music is merely a medium through which we connect to that higher power.
And so, Muthuswami Dikshitar's Ananda Amrita Kashi became the testament to the miraculous power of devotion, faith and music. We got to experience all these bhavas right here to the elegant dance performance by Guru Matangi Srinivasan of Mudra School of Arts. Let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you. This raga was invented by Dikshitar. There appears to have been no prior references or compositions in this raga. The villagers' lives were transformed both materially and spiritually as the rain quenched their lands and faith filled their hearts. After the rain stopped, Dikshitar resumed his journey to Ettayapuram, having already learned about the wedding.
At Ettayapuram, the Maharaja and Balaswami accorded a grand welcome to Dikshitar. After Balaswami's wedding, the Maharaja requested Dikshitar to settle down in Ettayapuram. During that time, Dikshitar travelled widely in the southern parts of Tamil Nadu, covering many places of worship. He had composed numerous kritis at these places. In his composition, Sri Subramanya in Todi at Tiruchendur, Dikshitar brings out the practice of Vibhuti Prasadam enclosed within bride leaves. The composition Subramanyena in Suddha Danyasi at Kalugumalai is a tribute to the tutelary deity of the Ettayapuram Maharaja's family. His composition, Sri Kanti Madim at Tirunelveli, is very popular, in which Dikshitar skillfully embedded the river Tamrabarani. The kriti is set to a rare ragam Hemavati, which literally means a woman with golden hue, befitting the golden-hued goddess Parvati. He visited the temple in Sabarimala and composed Harihara Putram in Raga Vasanta. Having toured many kshetrams, Dikshitar went back to Tiruvarur to have a darshan of Lord Tyagaraja and Kamalamba. He then returned to Ettayapuram. On Deepavali Day, or Naraka Chaturdashi, in 1835, Dikshitar witnessed a strange event. The Maharaja of Ettayapuram wanted to meet with him regarding the state of his elephant, Gangeya, breaking loose. Gangeya went wildly around town and reached the crematorium at the outskirts and stopped there. All efforts were in vain. Unperturbed, Dikshitar asked his students to sit and sing all Devi Kritis. When he asked them to sing the kriti in Gamaka Kriya, Meenakshi Memudam Dehi. As the students sang the Anupallavi verse, Meena Lochani, Pasa Mochani. Describing the goddess as the liberator of the Atman from the mundane shackles, Dikshitar's earthly journey came to an end, and this Atman reached the lotus feet of the goddess. At that very instant, Gangeya became normal.
So, how did you like our Dikshitar? I now request all our skit participants to be on the stage. Karthik Gaja, Jayashree, Pooja, Lavanya, Vishwa, please come. Ganesh, Shobha, everybody, please come. Please come out to the stage. Sundar, Tarak, wherever you are, come on. Run. Satya and kids. Satya and kids. Satya and kids. Satya and kids, please come. Teachers, please come.
Yes, please, Lavanya, please.
Lavanya, Madhuri, Sujata. Okay. It's I think my duty to now bring together everybody here and tell who's who. You must have already seen. So, of course, on top of the list is Muthuswami Dikshitar, Dr. Rajesh from Turkey. Ramaswamy Dikshitar was Padmanabhan Iyer. And his wife Subhamma is Shova. Please.
Come forward, yeah.
And then boy Muthuswami Dikshitar was R.O. Vishwanath. Then boy Palaswami Dikshitar was Saket. And boy Chinnaswami Dikshitar was Shravan. And the small Palamba was the little Sharda. Okay. And I think the tallest man, Muddu Krishna Mudaliyar, was our Ganesh. Oh, he was tall with the turban. So, okay. Yeah. Then Chidambaranatha Yogi was Kirti Kirtwai. Yeah. And then Lord Muruga in disguise came as Dr. Ramani. Then who went to Kashi, lad Muthuswami Dikshitar, was Tarak. And we had a few village characters who were Raghavan, then Satya, then Vijay Raghavan, Subramanian, Subbu. Yeah. Then our priest was Sundar Raman. Tambiappan was Balki. I'm glad he had a stomach ailment. I was glad he didn't hold his head. Then the astrologer was Venkat. Yeah. Kamalam, Mrs. Dakshayani. And our atheist villager, please come forward. Dr. Balaji. And I hope I have not missed any of you. Oh yeah, I'll come to it. That's a separate thing. Yeah, come to it. Then we have our infamous narrators. Without them, this would never have been possible. Jayashree and Pooja. Thank you very much. For those who may not remember, who may not remember, Pooja was here when Revati, Sridhar and all, they were all here. They moved back to India and they have now come back here. So Albany is not letting them go. Our backstage coordinator, giving cues to all the participants when to enter, when to leave, was Lavanya Subramanian. Thank you very much. Lavanya Subramanian. And until we practiced yesterday, we did not have a role for backstage coordination, or we did not know who is going to do it. So she readily accepted it and she did it so well. Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you. So, for the whole thing, we have other important people to cover. Without them, of course, this whole project would never have been possible. Professor Dr. Krishnamurthy, he is our main advisor. Along with them, of course, I worked with him, and we had Vishwa also who worked with him, right? So we are Vishwa. And choreography, all the dances, the choreography, those beautiful dances were done by our three fantastic dance gurus, Srimati Lavanya Raguraman, Srimati Sujata Sundar, and Srimati Smatangi Srinivasan. Thank you all very much. Absolutely mind-blowing dance performance. The Vatava Ganapathi song teacher, Lavanya Chandramouli. Can't escape. You must have seen from a few weeks ago, the whole entire marketing and promotion, how it all went. They need a big round of applause. Sundar and Ganesh, they were the leads in all the marketing. Creativity from Sundar's side particularly was mind-blowing, and there is no words to express how much reach it has created. Thank you both. Wait, not yet done. We have more important people. Wait. All the dialogues on all these sequences, the acting sequences, the voiceover tracks, everything, the sound engineering and mixing of all those sounds, everything, creating those special effects using sound, everything was done by Gajendran. And another very important thing, you all must have witnessed, we had some beautiful electronic backdrops. And initially we were thinking about some physical backdrops, and then this man came in and said, no, that's not the way, you don't worry, we will create it without any footprint. So, absolutely mind-blowing art direction, Karthik. Mind-blowing. Exemplary. For the past nearly, at least I should say 7 to 10 days, I have been torturing Karthik and Gajendran like so many days. Suddenly I will call them and say, oh, this should be like this has to be going here, you have to edit it, he will do it, and Karthik will make the changes to that and then send me another version. Oh my God, it was such a great thing. So I stand here with my team. I'm so proud.
So namaskaram to all of you. Firstly, thank you all for staying and seeing the hard work that was done here. We enjoy bringing it as much to all of you. So that is the first and most important thing. Second thing that I would like to say is that you are only seeing the end product, right? But the way we gelled as a team, doing all the rehearsals and coming together, and that's when you see particularly Rajan's sincerity. Every time, this is a project he has been having for 3 months now, and I know how much extra he has done. So I know particularly what my contribution is and what his contribution is. Okay, 100 times more. So sending emails, keeping on top of everything, souvenirs, compiling that, writing articles. A tremendous amount of effort has gone into this, but initially I did not realize or appreciate the importance. When I started to really get fully into it was when I was seeing all the brilliant imagery of Ishvara. Ardhanareeswara is very favorite for me. I saw all that. I was getting more and more inspired just by seeing that. So thank you, Karthik, for putting those beautiful images. Just participating, I was feeling like I was there in Madurai, I was there in Chidambaram, all favorite temples for me to visit whenever I go to India. So Rajan brought all that to us here, and it is very difficult to express my happiness and gratitude to take this role and do it. I think every one of us have felt the same thing. It was really great fun, and till today, every scene, it is difficult to stop laughing and doing pranks. And today we did not do that. Thank you to Gajendran for that.
Completely agree. When we started some of the scenes, I told him, don't laugh.
So maybe I did overacting, but that was too much fun. So very good. Thank you. That's all I have to say. And
so we have to appreciate Rajan's effort in this, and kudos to Rajan for his dedication and hard work over the last few months. I'm pretty sure we did not sleep well so many days or weeks, I would say. But amazing effort, Rajan, and we are proud to have you as a part of our team here and leading this Pallavi effort. So it's an amazing job, and thank you so much.
Thank you all. Again, thank you all. Through this effort, I became closer to every one of you. Now it was fun working on this, and I'm sure we will have many more such projects. Yeah, everybody please stay back. There are a few more exciting programs coming. So this was one of the programs, and there are a couple more. Please.
While you're taking the picture, right, I really want to share this important thing. Karthik actually made sure that we received these trophies in time. He actually ordered, and then he made sure that we got the trophies in time. And he actually went to greater lengths to having these here. So thank you.
Good.
Kind attention please. The very next one we are going to do is to release our souvenir. We did a souvenir collection inviting articles and content from various people. So we have compiled all that. We are going to release that now. Please wait.
As Raja Uncle said, now we will move on to a special segment, the release of Pallavi's commemorative souvenir. This souvenir is a compendium of articles written by some of the founding members and key figures of Pallavi, along with artworks by our youth, showcasing their connection to the legacy of Dikshitar. On behalf of Pallavi, I would also like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our generous donors and long-term patrons. Pallavi has completed 28 years since its inception in 1997, and this milestone would not have been possible without them. I would like to now invite Dr. Ramani to release the souvenir and share a few words.
Bless you.
So here's the souvenir we compiled, and first copy is being received by Dr. Ramani.
that. I'll just go get it.
Lavanya, okay? அதான் போய் நான் சொல்லிட்டு வந்துருக்கேன். One more time. Yeah. மனிதகம்.
சரி நீங்க வாங்க.
Everyone. One more.
The kids sat and watched this kid now come back and watch him. They're still outside talking. No, serious one.
Oh, yes.
MC is outside.
I could not remember.
She's going to introduce. And she has a 1 minute till everybody comes.
Welcome back, everyone. Up next, we have a music ensemble featuring a compilation of Muthuswami Dikshitar's lighter compositions inspired by Western melodies while retaining Carnatic structures. Balaswami Dikshitar, 1786 to 1858, the younger brother of Muthuswami Dikshitar, encountered the violin being played by British bands in colonial Madras, now Chennai, and decided to learn it. The music was mostly Irish and Scottish fiddling, rather than Western classical music. After 3 years of lessons, he adapted the violin to Carnatic music. It is believed that Muthuswami Dikshitar composed the Muthuswarams to aid his brother master the plain notes on the violin. The name itself is intriguing. It combines the Western musical concept of a note along with the word swara, an idea in Indian classical music, closely associated with the Western musical notes. The English term note became noted. Unlike traditional Indian classical pieces, they are mostly devoid of any gamaka or ornamentations and are generally set to Tisra Ekatala, 3 units, or Chatusra Ekatala, 4 units, which corresponds to 3/4 and 4/4 time signatures of Western music. Several of the Notuswaras are replicas of Western tunes popular at Dikshitar's time and have Sanskrit or Telugu lyrics. It is fascinating to note that some of the Muthuswaram Sahityam bear Dikshitar's classic mudra of Guruguha, years before Dikshitar would compose his first major kriti, Srinatadi Guruguha, on the hills of Tirthani. It won't be flawed to claim that the Muthuswara Sahityas were forerunners to the monumental compositions that Dikshitar would go on to compose later in his life. Presenting to you the Alapana Instrumental Ensemble, the first of its kind for Carnatic music here in the capital district, proudly featuring disciples of Acharya Lavanya Raghuraman of Alapana Arts. On the violin we have Sri Balaji Jayaraman, Prashant Gopinath, Sandhya Ganesh, Kashyap Shantanu Nair, Sneha Gopinath, Sri Kirtivasa Nagarajan, Sahana Satish, Arjun Kumar, Saran Jayanti, and Gautama Maharaj. Veena Bai, Spatika Balaji, and Sri Hiranmai Balaji, both disciples of Acharya Srimati Balmati Raghuraman, Alapana Arts, Singapore. And musical arrangement, training and conductor by Acharya Srimati Lavanya Raghuraman, Alapana Arts.
I'm also very happy to have, for the first time, you may be wondering where the mridangam is. My father and Guru Shri V. Raghuraman very kindly played the mridangam that you are going to hear in the -1 track also, just for this. Specially done just for our D250, all the way from Singapore. So I'm very indebted to him.
saw you the other day because she had come from lunch. You look familiar. I've never met you.
Yeah, this is the first time. I just wanted to say hi.
They said you guys went to India and moved back. I didn't make the connection. I know so much about Rishi, but I never met the family. Right? So, nice to meet you.
When did the performance?
Good. Nice job.
What's your name? Nice to meet
So he's my uncle. I have one son. He's in South Very nice to meet you. Yeah. Again, like we talk a lot. You know, all about the hobbies too.
Kind attention, everyone. I just have a question for you. We have a couple of interesting games. We can at least try to play one, provided you all promise that you will stay back. It is really going to be very interesting. For adults too. So I'm asking for adults and kids. Or are you all too tired and want to go home? It's your choice. The price depends on how many of you stay back. So do you guys want to play the games or no? But you all want to play the Jeopardy, right? Or what about connections? You want to try connections game? Yeah? Connections game is going to be very interesting because you can use English words to connect and come up with songs. Jayan? Saran. Why don't you stay?